This is a video I've been wanting to make only because I used to have a hard time talking to people. It wasn't often. I've always been pretty outgoing and being able to talk, but when I was trying to get certain points across to people, I would often struggle a bit. It wasn't until I moved to Kelowna until I really came into my own. And to understand how this came to be, I kind of need to explain a bit, put it into context. It all started when we were actually trying to get away from where we were at the time. My girlfriend's school wanted her to do 3 weeks in Kamloops, and we'd always come to Kelowna. So we were like, well, while we're there, why don't we go look around for places in Kelowna? Because it's only like, I think it's about an hour and a half. And we got to Kelowna and I was kind of just looking for work, whatever the first kind of job I could get. Because like I left a good job before and this just didn't really line up where we were at, and I was new to town. And I came across this painting gig. Never picked up a paintbrush in my life. So went and talked to these guys, and they were like two young guys, like younger than I am. And they were like doing really good. They had like a company, and it just seemed like they were headed in a really good direction. I don't know, it made me kind of look at my life a lot differently, but that's a different topic for a different video. Anyways, long story short, these guys just seen a lot in me, and they gave me a lot of responsibility. Those responsibilities included going door to door, knocking and getting like jobs, marketing. Also, they like gave me pretty well my own crew. So I would have to go do these jobs and collect payment, you know, make phone calls, line jobs up. And that's kind of where things took off from there, because I like, honestly, my first phone call was brutal. Like I was like stuttering and like, hey, like that, like legit. And I remember being like really embarrassed, and it was just, I wasn't like, I'm an outgoing person, but just something about being like, I don't know, it was really weird. But it was repetition that really helped me. Like I started making so many calls and having to be like, hey, I gotta be there at this time, and would you rather this color or that color, blah blah blah. And I'd have to call in and ask for paint, you know, order paint, I need this color, blah blah blah, semi-gloss, whatever. And even going door to door, you get so many no's. Like you're like, okay, hey, I'm here in the neighborhood, gonna do some painting, would you be interested in something like that? And people literally will just slam the door in your face and pretty well not say anything. You get so discouraged, but you just keep going, right? But that's where a lot of it came from. Like a lot of my confidence came from that, from being able to talk to so many people like repetitively. Like repetition really is the key to it. But these two guys, I really owe a lot to them. They, like the one guy, seriously, just me and him are like really, really good friends, and he just pretty well the reason how I kind of got my whole company started. Anything worth doing is not easy, and this really wasn't something easy for me or like easy to overcome. But a lot of these things, you don't see them as like blessings. Sometimes these things are like, you're like, frick, I hate doing this, I don't want to make this call, or I don't want to do whatever it is. These things are like blessings in disguise, because even who would have thought I never thought I'd start a YouTube channel. I've always wanted to, but now it seems like now I'm like a lot better at talking even just to the camera, just because of those things that happen. And if you don't have, like, I know you probably don't have access to, you know, just going knocking on doors and making sales or whatever, but that's okay. Something that could help you boost your confidence is actually starting to talk to a camera. If you watch my first videos, I'm a little more quiet, a little more calmed down. That's just kind of because I wasn't sure how things were gonna be through the camera. Like talking to a camera for your first time is a lot different than talking to a person. But it could help you even with your confidence of talking and, you know, getting words out. But those are two really big things that did help me boost my confidence of talking to people, learning how to talk to people a lot better without, you know, stuttering or falling over your own words. So one thing you can really do is just start talking to a camera. You don't got to put them up on YouTube, you don't have to put them up on whatever. Just start talking to it and then kind of watch it back and realize what, you know, you don't like about that. Like even me, I say like all the time. I literally just said it, and I've been trying not to, just because it's a word that you don't need in your vocabulary when you're saying it all the time. I'm really trying to stop, and I'm sure if I didn't bring that up, you wouldn't have noticed it. I'm just kind of I want to put myself out there just to show you that I really was this way, and yeah, I'm just getting a lot better at it due to me talking to the camera, and because I did all those things that I talked about before, like cold calling, knocking on doors, making phone calls. That kind of stuff started it out, and then this talking to the camera is kind of getting me better and better. This is just a video I just wanted to get out there just so I could kind of help other people if they have this issue too. But another thing that I kind of find myself doing is I'll think of a YouTube video and I'll think of how I could start it, and I'll start talking about it like while I'm driving. It's like, I don't know, it's just like a thing that I kind of developed from making these YouTube videos. And if I'm not telling you got to go out there and start a YouTube channel. I'm just saying, throw your camera up on your phone, start talking to it, and just think of key points you want to talk about. Let's say you're trying to teach somebody how to ride a bike or something. Look at your camera and pretend they're a person, and then think of, let's say, 4 key points. Let's say your key points are: make sure your tires are pumped up, you jump on the seat, put up your kickstand, pedal, whatever they are. You make sure you have those 4 key points, write them down, and then just talk to your camera and talk to it like it's somebody that you know. So you say, okay buddy, first you want to check your tires are on right and make sure they're pumped up, and you just keep going through the motions of those 4 key points, and just kind of practice that every other day. You can just do it for like 10 minutes a day. I promise you, you will notice a big change in how you explain these things. And then you'll be kind of thinking, okay, I'm gonna go talk about this at let's say maybe you have a presentation or something at school. These key points could really help you with, okay, this is where I'm starting out and this is where I'm ending, and these are the points I want to have in the middle, so let's go from there. And it'll just help you kind of be able to keep a conversation going and being able to have that bit more confidence in what you're about to say. So I hope this video helped out. This is kind of something that really helped me, and especially with my company now, daily phone calls all the time, like all day. Even me, my speech isn't like perfect, but it's definitely gotten a lot better. But I hope this helped you guys out, and if it did, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. And thanks for watching. See you in the next one.